Moses, independent distributor within Zija International, speaking to you from my home office here in Toronto, Canada. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our business partners around the world. 40 plus countries today, and within the next 3 to 5 years, manifesting our vision up to and over, quite possibly, 100 countries. If you are a guest on the line this evening, a special and warm welcome to you. Tonight's call is a little bit different. It's going to be more of a snapshot of what is going on in this company, and you will be able to determine whether Zija can help you manifest your personal vision, that of you, your family, your children, what you want to accomplish in 2014 and beyond. And hopefully Zija can be a vehicle for you. And you will certainly get a little bit of the flavor tonight of who we are, where we are, more importantly, where we're going, and how you can become part of that. So if you've been invited by a friend, a special and warm welcome to you. This particular call is called our Zija Nation call. We do it once every 4 weeks. This is the last call of 2013. We do have our executive team on the line tonight, as well as our founder, Mr. Ken Brailsford, who will address us at the end of the call. I'd like to also welcome all of our Distributor Leadership Council, all of our Diamond Club members, the leadership, the backbone of Zija International, and yes, all of our business partners from around the world. We do have a lot of exciting announcements tonight as it relates to the success of 2013, and of course, where we are going over the next couple of weeks leading into 2014, and what we can expect next year. There's also several people who have had some great success with a promotion that was launched last month who have achieved success this month, and of course, in doing so, receiving some rather significant bonus checks going into the holiday. And our VP of Sales, Mr. Ryan Palmer, will talk about that, along with a number of other promotions that are in place. This year, ladies and gentlemen, has seen, I guess there's really no other way to describe it other than spectacular success. Collectively, as an entire company, we have grown somewhere in the neighborhood of roughly 100,000 new members collectively in 2013. That number is pretty significant, yes, but in the context of the global opportunity as we market our Moringa-based products, our weight management system, our peak performance system, and our personal care line, it's a tiny number. It's a small number because as we enter into other markets, other countries on other continents, we can expect that number to happen quite possibly every quarter or every 4 or 5 months, which of course would be significant growth by any stretch of the imagination. And so tonight we'd like to be able to impart to all of our team members a vision of what that will look like, and then you can decide how you can participate. If you're an existing team member, you can also maybe press the reset button and set yourself up to go to a whole new level of success in 2014. As many of you know, over these last couple of months, myself and Chris Estes, along with Russ Bianchi and other leaders, toured a number of cities, upwards of 25 for me, and I can tell you what I saw on the field, the people that I met, the new up-and-coming leaders, some of the leaders who have broken records and achieved record success in a short period of time, points to 2014 being a year that we have never experienced in Zija. Probably our best year, even if you combined all of the previous years. And that's an exciting thing. Exciting because of the people that we are making a difference for, both from a health standpoint and a prosperity standpoint.
Now, the person that's been leading the charge from a field perspective, from a sales perspective, is none other than our Global Vice President of Sales, Mr. Ryan Palmer. Ryan, it's been really a pleasure working with you this year and, of course, in previous years. Look forward to seeing you in San Diego first week of January. And I know that you've got a lot of exciting announcements as it relates to people that have achieved great success in our Diamond Dash, some announcements regarding how to take advantage over the holidays with the Zija Fit Packs, and then something really special, and that being the Zija Drum. And I'll put some more context on that after you have launched the Zija Drum promotion and that particular package. And so with that, Ryan, I'd like to turn the call over to you, sir, to talk about what's coming. Ryan, if you're muted, please unmute yourself. Do we have Mr. Palmer on the line? All right, I may need to actually do this if Ryan is not on the line. Ryan, we'll give you one more shout out. Okay, we seem to have lost Ryan. Maybe he'll pop on the call in just a moment, or maybe he could not get on the line as there was a lot of people dialing in. So I'm going to just take over this one spot for him. In fact, let me go to Mr. Rod Larson. Rod, are you with us, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Dave?
I can hear you, Rod. Maybe I want to pass over to you Ryan's section here as it relates to the promotion, the Fit Packs, as well as the Zija Drum.
Well, let me cover first a very warm holiday welcome to everybody and say thank you to everyone for all that they are doing together as we work together to spread the Moringa message that we have begun now 7 years past. And you mentioned a lot of names that we've been working together. Certainly want to say to you, David, happy Hanukkah to you, and for this past Hanukkah season that you just finished up on, and to everyone out there, happy holidays to you. We really do appreciate every member of the Zija family. I expect Ryan will join us here in a minute. I have been texting with him. There have been a couple of challenges due to the over just an amazing amount of people on the line tonight, and so I expect he'll join us here in a second and make himself available to us to cover a couple of things. One of the things we want to cover really quickly, David, you asked me about the Zija Drum. We have a new promotion that we have out there tonight that we will be launching here in just a few minutes as we are doing this call for all of our Zija Nation. We have been harvesting and raising our Moringa raw materials in India and shipping them and transporting them to the United States now for some time. Many of you have had a chance as you've toured our Zija facilities to see in our warehouse the barrels that we have had where we have our raw materials. And many of you, frankly, have asked us, can I get a barrel? How do I get one of those barrels? They're really cool looking. And so we have felt for some time that we wanted to be able to share that with everybody. So one of the things that we have done, David, preparatory for the holiday season, is we have created a scenario where people are able to order and get a product package, a pack, if you will, that has all the Zija product in it during the holiday season, starting right now in this period we've just begun, where they can purchase one of the kits, whether they're enrolling or a distributor. They can get a kit with a very special Zija promotional barrel, if you will, that used to have one of our raw materials in it. And so what we've done is we've taken each one of those and we've created a few things to make them really special looking with some stickers and also some really unique branding. If you can picture the barrels, David, I'm sure that you've seen them. The barrels are maybe 3 feet tall, 2.5, 3 feet tall, and maybe 18 inches to 2 feet around. Cardboard with metal clasps that hold the top and the bottom on the barrel, and there's a wooden lid and a wooden base on it. And David, we've branded that with a special Zija brand, and we've made that barrel available now in a variety of kits. One of the unique things that's available is for just this period only, these kits are $500 and higher, and you will be able to get a barrel with those kits, and it will be, David, just for this period only, 500 PV with $500. So and right now you'd be able to go on the back office, see it in the shopping cart, and I think also see a flyer in your back office, Dave. So that's one of the great things that we're announcing.
Well, let me just check and see, Rod, if Ryan's joined us. Ryan, are you there, sir? Okay, we don't have him yet. On that note, Rod, on the Zija drum, I'd like to just put a little bit of context for everybody on the line. Obviously, from a marketing perspective, from a field perspective as a distributor. The backbone of everything we do, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're a guest online tonight, is the marketing of life-changing, life-enhancing products, and that being the line of products based on Moringa. And as Rod mentioned, Moringa comes from a variety of proprietary farms, and it comes in the form of several different components from the botanical in these drums. And I think it's a beautiful thing for people to have access to these drums to put in one's home office, and to be able to provide an anchor, to be able to provide a visual for people who are looking at Zija, who want to know about our product, where it comes from, what's the significance of it. And of course, these drums will make a really nice office piece, I'm sure. I have no doubt. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Conference call glitched there. This is what happens when you have multiple thousands on a line. But no doubt, there's going to be a lot of creative people within Zija International who are going to do some creative things with these drums. So I think it's an awesome promotion. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, it is dollar for dollar, $500 for a drum kit with all of the product configuration that comes with it, and 500 points associated with it. And so it's dollar for dollar in terms of point value or commissionable value for each of these startups. Rod, I take it if somebody wants to have the benefit of the 50% pay increase in commissions, they would simply purchase 2 of these drum kits, which would then give them 1,000 points and 15% for 24 cycles of pay. Would that be correct?
Yes, David. What I would tell you is the 500 PV purchase scenario here, or enrollment scenario for the guests that are signing up and working in the business now, starting right at the turn of the year. This would qualify for all of the same benefit that any other 500 or 1,000 PV purchase would, which would include the 15%. And because we've had a little challenge with Ryan with the connectivity tonight, I have some notes here I just want to run through real quick so everyone knows what is in this drum. It will come with 4 cases of Smart Mix, 4 blister packs, so 4 30-day counts of burn, XM burn, 4 combo teas, that is 20 daily teas, and 10 premium teas. So it's full of value on that. The value fully way exceeds the $500, David. And it will be available only during this period 70, so while supplies last. So you can imagine, we only have a limited supply of these types of promotional things, and and making sure that something that's come all the way from India that carries our precious Moringa raw materials in it, and making sure that we can make that available and deliver it to people. There's only going to be a limited supply. And where can you buy it? You can buy it on the Zija Life Unlimited application, and when you do so, that we're going to give you a little bit of extra because we think that the app is so important for all of us as we're building our business. If you purchase through the app, you'll receive 7 extra trial packs of the XM Burn for free. Or you can get it off your back office and take it as I've described it earlier. So the place for you to buy it, David, is on the app. And it's an amazing opportunity to get a great value on the product here at this time of year so that you can share the Zija business. But David, as you mentioned, a way for you to sport and show the Zija brand, and to be able to brag and show that you've got one of the very limited supply of the Zija promotional barrels that we have out there. So there you go, Dave.
Well, thank you. And Rod, I didn't get a chance to introduce you appropriately, and for the benefit of all of our guests online tonight. I would estimate we probably have 1,000, 1,500 first-time listeners, and they're wondering, what's going on here? What is this company? Who are all these people? Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from our president and CEO, Mr. Rod Larson, who has helped navigate this company from a fledgling company when I joined a few years ago to upwards of roughly $15 million a month today. And yes, all things are pointing to this company hitting upwards of 20, 25, maybe even 30 million a month next year by year's end. And so, Rod, thank you so much for that. Let me just add a little context there. So, ladies and gentlemen, these Zija drums, the drums in which the raw material from the moringa tree from India comes to us here in North America, are available only in period 70, this period. We are in cycle 1. That means this week, next week, the week after, and then the week after. For the next 4 weeks, it is available, and then it's going to go away. You want to make sure you have one of these drums in your home office. I think it's a fantastic marketing tool to give people that visual of where our products come from in the drum and in the drum it comes from. Available again through the application with a little bit of extra bonus in terms of the XM burn, or through anybody's back office. Rod, also let me go over to you. There's been some amazing success stories for a number of distributors who have taken advantage of the Diamond Dash promotion, who have achieved new ranks, record ranks, and therefore additional bonus monies in the month of December. I'd like to acknowledge them in just a moment, but maybe I could start with you, sir.
Well, it's been a terrific success this far, right? Of course, this Diamond Dash promotion still continues through this period 70. It's the last qualifying period of the Diamond Dash, and so there have been some new diamond ranks. We've been really excited and love hearing the names because we've been working together with these individuals and have a keen interest in seeing them succeed in their business. And of course, it's been terrific to hear these names as I've been reported to by Ryan or from Jerem Dastrup, our Director of North American Sales, who have told me a little bit about who's reached the ranks, Dave, and maybe if I highlight a few names, and you can maybe comment on what you've seen happen in the business as well. But Travis Mancuso reaching diamond, Gina Friels reaching diamond as well. Congratulations to both of you. Dr. Fisher, Howard Fisher, reaching diamond, and Kevin Mullins, I think, reaching diamond elite. So it's been an amazing and terrific success around the Zija Nation, and there's still a little bit of time. So we're excited about what's going on right now with the Diamond Dash promotion.
All right. Well, I just want to say from a business partner standpoint, as a distributor on the field, working from my home office, I've got people here in the house, in the kitchen, on my other line, listening to this call, people that I'm working with to build a new team. We've got a big party here at my house. I have to acknowledge and say congratulations to Travis on going diamond, and of course a $5,000 bonus goes a long way over the Christmas holidays. Gina Friels, congratulations, diamond. Dr. Howard Fisher, congratulations, going diamond. I know you've got a European trip coming up with your wife, so there's some spending money. And I've got to say, Kevin Mullins, our newest Diamond Elite, that is a position that is reserved for people providing major leadership. And I've got to say, Kevin, if you're on the line tonight, a special congratulations to you, to your team that made it possible on going Diamond Elite. And I have no doubt $25,000 over and above your big commission check is an added bonus. Congratulations to you. I'm going to reach out. I do believe Ryan has joined us. Ryan, this is a great problem to have in a company where our VP of Sales can't get on because of the high volume of people dialing in. and you had to go through, I guess, directly through the conference call company, maybe you can take a moment and say hello, and also cover the Zija Fit Packs, which are going to be a powerful prospecting tool over the holidays from a standpoint of both energy and or weight loss. And there's some announcements surrounding that. So, Ryan, are you with us, sir?
I am, David. Can you hear me this time?
Go ahead.
Well, thank you, David. And of course, thank you for all that you do. Appreciate your leadership. I heard you as you were framing up the call tonight, talking about 2013 and the year that it's been and everything that we've accomplished, and how really we're just getting started. And certainly you have played a critical role in bringing it to this point in time. And as we come down to near the end of the year, it's usually a time of self-introspection. We're thinking about our goals, the things we've accomplished in the previous year, the things we would like to accomplish in the next year. Typically, individuals will find themselves thinking specifically about goals relative to their financial income or relative to their health and wellness, things that we define as living a life unlimited. And that's what's so exciting about this time of year for me specifically is we have an opportunity here at Zija to provide a vehicle for people to achieve those goals. And certainly at this time of year, it's fun to think about what it is that you can be doing now to be planting seeds. How can you plant seeds that you can then come and harvest in the following year to be able to take full advantage of the vehicle that is maturing right now to really one of the fastest growing opportunities in the industry right now, and that is Zija International. And as Rob had articulated, we have some new packs that are available in the new Moringa drum kit that is available this period. But additionally, we have also made a recent modification to the Zija Fit Pack. And David, if you can, just rewind with me for 1 year ago, about this time, is when we had introduced the concept of a Zija Fit Pack. And at that time, it was a really simple program. We made it really easy for those individuals who are thinking about planting seeds to be able to get some of the product out to some people so that they can have an experience, they can have a result. And as you know, back in October in Salt Lake City, we released one of the most effective, what I believe to be the most effective weight loss product on the market right now, and that is the XM Burn. And you know that product has really been driving a lot of excitement, a lot of momentum, a lot of just getting a lot of attention throughout the organization. But what we've done now is we've modified the content of those Zija Fit Packs. So last year when we did this, we had, if I remember right, Dave, there was about 17,000 recipients in the month of December who had received a Fit Pack, and that no doubt helped position us for the growth that we have experienced this year in 2013. So now with the contents being modified, so now that the Zija Fit Pack does include the XM Burn, so if it's somebody, as you mentioned, that is looking for a weight loss result, the contents of that Fit Pack, we know that they're going to see a result in a short period of time. Or maybe if they're looking for energy to go power through a workout, the contents with the XM Plus product in there as well will give that person exactly what they're looking for as well. So, we always talk about a rising tide will lift all ships. But you got to be on the water for that to happen. And so this is a way for you to take your boat down the launch ramp and put it out on the water by planting seeds, leveraging the new Fit Pack. And now with the content, of course, we know that one of the hottest products on the market now, the XM Burn, included in that Fit Pack. We know people are going to have a phenomenal result. They're going to have an experience. If they're looking for weight loss, they're going to lose some weight. They're going to come back. They're going to ask you, how do I get more? And you're just planting seeds now to position yourself to take full advantage of the growth that will happen next year and be able to achieve your version of a life unlimited.
Ryan, I thank you for that. I just want to, again, just add a little more context. These Fit Packs, ladies and gentlemen, are the absolute primary tool, the best tool over the holiday season. And why? Because we all know, everybody knows, that at this time of the year, going into the new year, people make New Year's resolutions. The number one resolution is to, of course, lose weight and ultimately have better health and so forth. The Fit Packs are specifically designed to cause people to have an immediate result within a matter of days in terms of weight loss. And what better way to set up, our funnel, or prime the pump, to say, to have new business partners come on board that are excited, that have had a product result. And so we put 16,000 plus of these packs out last year at this time. Let's see if we can top that number with the new Zija Fit Pack. Let's go back to our CEO and President, Mr. Rod Larson. Rod, I know that you've got a few specifics as to why 2014 will be our best year and will be the year of early stages of true momentum as we expand. And maybe you could share with us some of the things the company is doing in the background that will set us up to have a banner year, a blockbuster year. Go ahead, sir.
Absolutely. It's great to have Ryan on the line with us. And I will just close out with a few statements because I know we're going to have our founder, Ken Brailsford, join us here in just a moment. I will just say this. We've been traveling the world here recently. If you've been following us on Twitter or Facebook, lots of meetings going on all around the world, in Scandinavia, in Europe, also in Asia and Southeast Asia, down around in Australia, of course, North America, South America now starting to move. I think, David, that the foundation right now we have set up in Zija really is just about to be used, if you will, as we begin to expand internationally. We really have just started to scratch the surface in the United States and Canada, but internationally we're yet really to expand. We've got a great group in Japan, of course, and other markets, but we expect to see huge growth in 2014 in all those markets as well as in North America. So the opportunities everywhere you look for Zija are still very, very fresh. In fact, oftentimes we talk to leaders from around the industry who are now hearing about Zija and they're just totally amazed, David, at what we have created together as a foundation, both corporately for manufacturing and all of our shipping and operational status that we have right now, of course, our farms. All those things create the foundation for huge success worldwide. We're also working on some key strategies, David, which we'll be able to allude to in the coming days and months ahead as we head into next year. Key strategies that will really continue to vault Zija ahead of any other company in our industry. Not too long ago, I sent out a tweet where I said, if you knew what I knew for 2014 for Zija, you'd be smiling from ear to ear. And I really mean that. Meetings all day long right now dealing with strategies that won't even take place for until a year from now. So it's an exciting time, David. The vision, the time now is to continue to build your groups and build your leadership, because as with the foundation corporately, your leadership structure has to be able to be built upon as we continue to launch and increase and grow the size and structure and prominence of Zija. We want everyone to be a part of that. So, Dave, thanks for your leadership, and I'll pass it back to you.
Oh, thank you, sir. And I'll just say, Rod, on behalf of the success of the entire team, I remember sitting in the boardroom with you when we were in the first office, when Zija was not even measurable as a company in terms of size and what where the company was at, and you were imparting the vision to me as to what we were going to do, and I was making the choice to come on board with the company and start building a business. Talk to my first person, pick up the phone and make the first phone call. And it's hard to believe, as I stand here today, what's actually happened, but everything that you talked about has manifested and then some. I remember I gave you my goal at that boardroom table, and that goal's been exceeded. I've had to reframe my own goals, my own horizons, and I can say that probably for many, many people on this line tonight, they have had the exact same experience as me, and I hope that in 2014 we can help many, many new people, the most important people, have that experience. And with that, let's go to where it all began, and that's with the vision of our founder, Mr. Ken Brailsford. And I do want to just frame up a little bit of Ken's background, again, for the new people online. Ken co-founded Nature Sunshine back in 1972, a company still in business today. He later founded Enrich International in 1985, which is still marketing the same products to many of the same people, although the company was sold. it continues to market world-class products that Ken brought to the marketplace. And so much of the direct sales industry in the state of Utah, which is the capital of the world, really, for direct sales companies, can trace their roots back to Ken's original companies. And so I knew in advance that Zija was destined for greatness. Ken, I know that I speak for the entire Zija Nation and all 40 countries that we're in right now, everybody on the line. We thank you for manifesting the vision from the Discovery Channel documentary that you viewed. And I think maybe what's most important to people now on the line is, what does the future hold for us? What does 2014, 15, and 16 look like, particularly for new people who are coming on board today? So the call is yours, sir.
Hey, thank you very much, Dave. I was just sitting here as I was listening to those on before me and thinking about where we've been up through this year, where we're going, and I'm going to address where we're going. But I got thinking that, we have to be very careful as distributors and as a company in this industry and anything that we do. And that is, if we look at the past up to where we're at now, and we think we have arrived, we will never move forward. We'll just be complacent with what we have. And the goal that we all should have for ourselves, for our teams, for those that we work with, is to move forward in a big way. I think you give me a lot of credit for this industry, and I've been fortunate enough to be right at the beginning of the network marketing industry as it existed in 1972, with maybe 6 MLM companies in the world at that time. And I've seen a lot of change and a lot of growth. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for great leaders like yourself, Dave, that came in the early days and started building an organization and moved forward. I wouldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for great company leaders such as Rod Larson and Ryan Palmer and Dr. Plant, Russ Bianchi certainly, who developed our first product and contributed in a major way on other products that we've got. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So we always depend on other people. We can never do it by ourselves. We need a team. We need a brain trust. And then we can move forward, but we must never be content. Now, as I pull out the so-called crystal ball and look into the future, I can tell you we're preparing and doing some major things that have never, to the extent we're going to do them, been done in the industry. We've been working on these, talking about some of the concepts now for a year or two, and even the things that we're going to launch in the national or international convention later this year, next fall, are major, and they're going to impact your business in a major way if you become part of it. If you're complacent, you won't be part of it. But if you're not, if you're hungry and want to reach more people and bless more lives, you'll look forward to what we're doing in the area of product development. What we're doing in the way of being able to contribute more money to beginning distributors that will impact their business immediately and give them some means to even move forward faster. All these things are going to propel the company in a major way going forward throughout the year. So as you take part and as you grow and you look forward to what's going to happen, the sales are going to continue to grow. I would think in 2014 we'll see the size of the company double, maybe more than double, maybe not quite, but I think it'll at least double. And everybody in the company, you can always measure your success by the size of your bonus check. Larger it is, the more people you've influenced with the products and blessed their lives. That's really the only way you can really measure what's happening to your organization, is by what's happening to your check. And the goal, obviously, shouldn't be only money. You have to have that or you can't make it. But how many people you're blessing, the lives that you're helping. And you know that the moringa-based products are blessing the lives nutritionally of countless people throughout the world. We're in 44 countries. We'll be in many more this coming year. We've got to take that small sliver of success in these countries outside of the three large ones, North America being two of them, Canada, United States, and Japan being the third one, and make these other markets so they become that large and work hard. One of the ways we do that is eliciting your help with people that you know throughout these markets, because you can literally sponsor people in any market that we're in and benefit from what's happening to their organization and continue to grow. You can reach all over the world. We're in, I think there's about 300 nations approximately in the world. We're in 44, 46, something like that now, with more looming on the horizon, coming up quickly. And so start looking forward. And you may find somebody that has connections in a foreign country if you don't. If you haven't traveled, if you're not from a foreign country, you may not know anybody personally. But it doesn't take a lot when you look around to find people that know people in Australia, in Thailand, or Malaysia, in the Philippines, or in Japan, or any market that we're in, or in even Africa now. We're in 3 markets in Africa, with more being worked on. And Europe, I think our product is being sold on a weekly basis in every country in Europe. And we're just beginning there and scratching the surface. And so great opportunities exist if you'll go out and reach it and ride this crescent wave that is coming, that's going to rise up and propel us forward. It can do the same thing to you and your organization. But you have to say, am I hungry enough? Or have I become complacent? And I look to the past, and that's where I get my accolades from. Or am I looking to the forward and saying, I'm going all the way, and what I've accomplished now, yes, it's been with much success. I might be making more money now than I've ever made before, but I can reach so many more people. And I'm going to ride that wave all the way to wherever it goes. It's going to be billions of dollars ultimately by participating and being part of it. And these tools and these products that are coming are on the drawing boards, and what's happening, you will be amazed. Many of you at our convention, you saw our facilities, where our offices are. You thought we were starting to fill them up. They're being filled up even more as we speak. You've been down to our manufacturing company, where even more equipment is coming. In the first quarter of next year, we're going to have, several more pieces of equipment to keep up with the growth and the demand, and also the availability and ability to grow with these new products that are coming on stream. So all these things are done being looked forward. We have to look forward as a company to years out, not just even 1 year, years. I mentioned to you some of this stuff we've been talking about for a year, 2 years. You don't do it overnight. You need to plan your business years in advance, set your goals, and work towards that. And as you learn about these new products, these new incentives, these new ways for the new beginning distributor to make money faster, to propel him up the rank organization, to help him to success, or her, and you have to be doing that. You have to plan ahead. If you're not planning ahead, you're not going to grow. This wave is going to pass you by, and you'll wonder why there's people coming in the business 6 months after they've been in that are more advanced than you are. You can go to the top. You make that happen. You follow this wave. You look forward to what's coming, and by all means, you make sure that you're at the International Convention next fall, where you can participate immediately in all these wonderful things that will be announced at that time, and even some of them prior to that, but most of them at the International Convention. You be part of that, and don't be content just to be there by yourself, or any other meeting, regional meetings, or any meetings being held around your area. You make sure you're participating in those. That's how you stay alive and motivated and excited, and you get people there. It's one thing to go there by yourself, but if you want to really be a leader, you're going to go with new people, you're going to go with your old people, you're going to keep them motivated and focused. And you can do it. It's up to you. In this life, too many of us put blinders on, and we don't see in front of where we're at. It's like a snowstorm I got in once up in northwestern Pennsylvania in the middle of winter. I I couldn't hardly see above or beyond the hood of my car. The snow was so thick. The road had so much snow on it, you could barely make out that you were on the asphalt. It's the most dangerous thing I've ever driven through. But yet I had to keep looking and focusing and pushing forward, or I would have been in trouble and stranded. And we have to do that in this life. And remember, as you're going through life and as you're reaching out and grabbing these new things and training and teaching your people and motivating them, for every 2 steps you go forward, you might step back 1. You might lose 1. Then you have to go forward 2 and back 1. That's okay. That's life. That's the way it is. But what do? When that happens and you slip back 1, determines your power and ability to rise above your own potential. Every human being, because they are a child of God, can do more than they think they can do. Because we have those innate abilities that come from God to make us better and to be able to bless the lives of other people. So as you move forward, look forward and plan with us about these things that are coming. Be excited, be motivated, build your organization, and be like an email that I just got from one of our top distributors. Not the very top, but he's a great distributor, and he set some goals. He says, this year I've had $5 million in sponsored tree volume. Next year I will have $10 million. And instead of, I think he said 31 people at the international convention that were my people, I'm going to bring 300 to the next convention. Because he caught the vision of what can happen as you reach out to your team and get them involved in these things. So of your team members that are not on this call tonight, you need to talk to them and share some of the things you've heard from Rod, from Ryan, from David, and help them to catch the vision and move forward and be excited. And this is a great time of the year where we celebrate Christmas, and New Year's a great time for resolutions, for goals, for things that we want to achieve, and then make it happen. So it's great speaking with you tonight. You're wonderful people. I don't believe there's a company in any place in the world that has better distributors and higher quality people than we do, because you're just wonderful, and we love you and appreciate all the hard work you do and want you to have tremendous success, and we'll do everything on our part to give you the tools that can happen. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time, David.
A unique opportunity here to step in. Again, this is Brian here. But let me, on behalf of the entire organization, Ken, let me express our gratitude. We appreciate your vision, your leadership, and everything that you have done to make all of this possible. And it's an exciting time to look at where we're at right now and moving into the future, knowing that we have barely even scratched the scratch on the surface yet. And as Ken,
I think I was muted there, Ryan, but thanks for jumping in. On that note, I don't think anything more needs to be said. Ken, once again, on behalf of the field, thank you for all that you and the team has done in putting Zija in place as a vehicle for us. If you're new on the line tonight, if you're a guest on the line tonight, you are the most important person in manifesting everything you've heard this evening. Because any leader that's on the line tonight, any distributor that's on the line tonight, can only move their business forward and their success forward with your success. That's the only way. There is no other way. So if you're a guest online, you are the single most important person on this call, because your success is what is going to help double the size of this company. That's my commitment. I know that I speak on behalf of the entire field to say that would be their commitment. And so get back with the person who invited you this evening, get your questions answered, find out about our products, find out a little bit about our company, watch the Discovery Channel documentary, get plugged into our system, take advantage of the Zija drum pack. That is an excellent value relative to what we normally have for the holiday season, and to set yourself up for the first week, second week of January of the new year. With that, what I'd like to do is just do a thank you to the entire executive team, to Ken Brailsford for everything that you guys have done in 2013 and before. And let's do that by giving the executive team a double star 6 now. And ladies and gentlemen, that tells the Zija story right there. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, David. I'll be back, Greg, within about 50 minutes. Michael's back in Sacramento, California. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening. We'll catch you on tomorrow night's product call. Have a great evening. Good night.